Hi, everybody. I see that there are a few people waiting. I'm super excited to have you here. Smoke the Live experience starts in about 15 minutes. I'm going to do a little introduction of the show beforehand. But for now, grab your champagne, grab your snacks, whatever you got, and I will see you all in a few minutes. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. We are starting in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So get what you need to get comfortable. The show time will actually last about 30 minutes. We're going to do a preview of the first half of the show, and the rest will be released episodically. So share with a friend. The link is absolutely free. You can share the YouTube link if you have it, text it, email it, Instagram it, and I will see you all in a few minutes. Hello, everybody. My name is Ashlee Haze, and I am so excited to be hosting the premiere of my first special, Smoke the Live experience. If you don't know already, Smoke is based on my book, which came out April 20th of 2020. And the book is a book about heartbreak and most importantly, about how to heal through heartbreak. So, due to COVID, I had to figure out how the heck I was going to put this show on. I thought I'd be ready to go out and do a red carpet, but as we know, that didn't happen. But I'm so excited to be sharing with you all in a socially distanced way. So I got a video team together and we decided to produce this as a virtual special. And it took a lot of figuring out how to do. And if you have questions about the production, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll be doing a short talk back at the end of the streaming, at the end of the premiere. But in the meantime, get ready to watch show Smoke. Make sure you send a link to your friends, send the link to your cousins, them. People aren't supposed to be outside anyway, so why not watch a show? I worked really hard on this, and I have to do some thank yous before we start. I'd like to thank City Winery for allowing us to film there. I'd love to thank my video team, Eon A. Lewis, Gavin, Fats, everybody who was there, Jay Nelson Visuals. Of course, my performers, Sean, Letrice, and Erika Janae, play the role of the Muses. And we have Sherrod Virtuoso, Modre, Slim Wave, Black Jordan, also known as the Band of Brothers, and a special performance from Adan Bean. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the team behind the scenes, including my makeup artist, Smiles by Mo, including my hair, Iman Hair, with so many people. Their set was September, and my mom, K Slade Productions, they worked to put the set together. September worked on my costume, and I'm probably forgetting names. Jason, the sound guy. We had a really, really awesome team to put this together. So, without further ado, I would love to present to you Smoke, the live experience, the first 4 episodes. Okay, so hey y'all, sorry. Let me figure out how to get the sound working. I apologize. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm figuring this out. I'm getting it to play. Just give me 1 second. Here we go. Take two.
Hey, I was going. We still we gotta start talking. Hey, this is a game. Hey, so smoke break joint. Warriors.
Smoke is my second full length book of poetry. It's a book about heartbreak, about an actual heartbreak that I experienced 2 years ago now. I had the biggest breakup that I'd ever experienced. Somebody that I'd spent 10 years of my life in partnership with. Can you all hear that? Are we good on audio, y'all? Sorry, y'all. I'm a novice to this. Okay, you had sound. All right, awesome. Let's go back to there. Awesome. I just wanted to make sure we're to start it over. Thank you all so, so much.
Hey, I was going. We still we gotta start talking. Hey, this is a game. Hey, so smoke break joint. Warriors.
Smoke is my second full length book of poetry. It's a book about heartbreak, about an actual heartbreak that I experienced 2 years ago now. I had the biggest breakup that I'd ever experienced. Somebody that I'd spent 10 years of my life in partnership with decided to leave abruptly. And so I wrote Smoke to process that, to process the reality of having a broken heart and not knowing how to fix it. And so Smoke was me working through how to fix it, how to heal, how to create somebody new out of that process, how to rescue myself from this terrible experience that I was having, how to be my own savior. Warriors is a poem I wrote about the women in my life, the women in my community who hold me and lift me up and who helped me through that heartbreak and who hold me even in times of joy, who cheer for me when things are going well and who are my shoulders to cry on. But it was inspired by one actual real life incident. So I used to plan local poetry workshops, and I was part of an organization called Curate. And we were having a meeting one day. It's me, Amina Brown, Andy Tucker, Jess Cusick, and we were leaving a coffee shop, and my car, my Kia Soul at the time, my tire's flat, it's leaning. And I'm like, well, at least I have AAA. I'll call AAA, figure it out, right? And Amina's like, I'll call Matt, I'll call my husband, he'll come help us out, whatever. So Jess starts putting up her hair in a bun and jacking up the tire. And the next thing I know, my tires changed. And I was like, these are the kind of women that I need when the revolution comes. These are the women I need to show up to go to work, okay? People who can check the oil and change the tires, and also women who can be like, look, I just need to call AAA, but I got this, right? And so it evolved into this poem about, you know, who's your army? Who are the people that you want to stand with you when the time comes? And interesting fusion of the show. So when Sherrod and I were sitting to write the music, I had my own ideas about where I wanted inspiration to come from. And one song that I've been playing in rotation was Chance the Rapper's Smoke Break. It's Chance and Future. And I fell in love with the song, the groove of it. And it's like, we deserve a smoke break. And so I was like, well, that should be the intro to the show. I like that. The show is called Smoke. And then I was trying to figure out what poem we would use to sort of to start the show. And I was like, I'm gonna put Warriors here. And yeah, that's how it happened.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ashlee Haze. We've been in our homes a long time, and I thought you deserved a smoke break. So grab your smoke if you have it. Grab your drink if you have that. Grab your bae if you got one of those. Sit back, relax, and enjoy smoke.
Let me crack this one. Slow it down for a second. Break it down, ooh, she said. Let me lick this one. Slow it down for a second. Break it down, ooh. We deserve a smoke break. We deserve a smoke break.
When the revolution comes, send me women who smoke and drink gin and cuss loudly. Women who sit with their legs open, messy haired women who cock pistol for sport. Send me women who wear comfortable shoes. Women who change the tires and check the oil, then tell the tow truck man to keep it moving cause he took too long. And ain't it just like a man to take too long? Send me the women who roll backwoods and know all the verses to the International Players Anthem. Send me Madam Vice President and Tim's. Send me a village of the unladylike and watch us save your sorry asses.
Let me crack this one. Slow it down for a second. break it down, ooh. She said, let me crack this blunt, slow it down for a second, break it down, ooh. We deserve a small break. We deserve a small break.
Hey everybody, welcome to Smoke, the live experience. This is not quite how I imagined this happening. I thought we'd be in a palace where the beauty and majesty of the place was matched only by the magic of connecting with my people, where the music would somehow vibrate through us and we'd use it as a conduit to connect with our ancestral truth. Then the edible wore off and I realized we in a damn pandemic, so we're doing this live from City Winery. And I brought some friends along because it's less lonely when you bring your friends with you. I'm so grateful for Smoke and the work that it has done for me and the work that it does in the world. It means so much when somebody messages me and it's like, yo, I feel that. That happened to me. You know, I didn't have language for how to describe rage or how to describe, heartbrokenness or missing somebody you ain't got no business missing. And so I write the words for me first. I feel like, as an artist, you're your first audience. And so to create Smoke and put it on stage, it's like now I kind of get to bring it to that audience that I've missed for a year. And hopefully it heals a part of you too. I always write in my books, they have a message and an intention. And the intention of Smoke is that I hope this work ignites something in you. Whatever that fire is, whatever needs to be sparked, that's what I hope Smoke does.
I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to hide me.
Fuckboy, a noun, a man or person who breaks people's hearts without being accountable for their actions. And there's like a lot more qualifications, but that's kind of the definition that I had in my head when I was approaching Ode to Fuck Boys. And it took me a while to get comfortable with saying the word fuck boy, but at a certain point I was like, you know what? There's a name for this mess. And that's what it is. And I think fuck boy, the best example is TLC Scrubs, which is why we ended up fusing that song with the poem in the show. A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly. Yo, I just found out, I was today years old when I found out that Scrubs was written about Uncle Joey from Full House, Dave Collier. And apparently Blue Cantrell also wrote Hit 'em Up Style about this guy. And Alanis Morissette wrote a song about it. I'm like, Uncle Joey, who knew? So a scrub, somebody who's like, they don't care. They're completely reckless with their actions. They're careless with people's hearts. I think, it's like a person who just refuses to be who they are, because that's the root of lying, of cheating, of hurting somebody else intentionally, is not being okay with who you are and what you want. And so what I hope is that through me venting, because Ode to Fuck Boys is a vent, and it is my most played track on Spotify, which is like, okay, so a lot of people have needed to vent about this. And that's why I write, to give language to our experiences and not to judge them, because we tend to sit and judge our experiences like, oh, I shouldn't be angry, I shouldn't be pissed off. No, get the baseball bat. We saw Lemonade. Sometimes you have to make room for rage, and making room for it is the way that you allow it to do the work that it needs to do and get you to safety. So Smoke is a story about a girl looking for love. It's not about finding a savior, it's about being your own savior. And I had to save myself from outdated ideals about what womanhood and relationships should look like. Save myself from other people's definitions of what I should be. And most importantly, saving yourself from fuckboys. Oh, fuckboy. I marvel at your majesty. The way you sit on my couch, eating my chips, using all my internet. Oh, fuckboy. I stand in awe of your ways. How you drive the gas out of your mother's car. How you return it to her empty. How you follow through like none other. Oh, fuckboy. Your basicness be amazing. How you don't delete the text from your ex. How your password be predictable. How you ever the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Oh, fuckboy. How did I live without you? Why didn't I know I needed someone to drink all of my Hennessy? Oh, fuck boy, you'll be a miracle worker. The way you manage to not have a house or car but can still afford studio time, your Xbox, and weed. Oh, fuck boy. Have you not anyone to hold you accountable? Forgive me. I forget you all be cut from the same cloth, whether it be fake Gucci or dashiki. Oh, fuck boy. I hold steadfast that you will change, that you will allow yourself to be free and tap into your power. But in the meantime, I'm singing protection spells to the tune of Call Tyrone and No Scrubs. Oh, fuck boy. I have seen the fruit of your labor. How you make a house out of women and don't even bother to take your shoes off at the front door. Oh, fuck boy. My screenshot game strong. So consider this my farewell. Stay out of my DMs. And you can ease on down the road into the fuckboy land of far, far away.
No, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Clown. That poem snuck up on me. It came out of nowhere. I don't remember what I was doing, but I know I wrote it like in one sitting. And I think the line that probably came to me first, but comes later in the poem, is the fat girl be ripe fruit for the cute wounded boy who can pull a smile out of your teeth. And I was thinking about one, a real life situation. I was like 28, newly single, trying to figure out. And I decided to take this acting class. And I make friends with this young man in my acting class who is known for making jokes. That's what he does for a living. And it took me a minute to realize that I was the butt of his joke, that he wasn't taking me seriously, that, he was being a different person when we weren't sharing space. And so clown was a way to process that, but it actually woke up my inner child, the younger girl who struggled with what it meant to be the fat girl and trying to find love and trying to trust, does this person like me? Are they going to make fun of me at the lunch table? And so clown just sort of evolved into healing her and saying, you know what, you don't got to be the butt nobody joke girl at all. You got snacks, you got good weed, you keep that until somebody comes along who's going to be responsible with the goodies that you have.
You ever do some shit and you know it's a bad idea? And then you say that shit out loud and you realize it's a really fucking bad idea? Shit like, let's just drive the brick back from Cali ourselves. I got a 2-liter Coke and a box of baking soda. Terrible ideas. So, summer 2018, I'm on this new journey. My partner of 10 years has started his new life. I'm trying to figure out how to date, how to still be brave enough to try relationships again. And I encounter this person, and I call my best friend, and I'm like, yo, I think I'm going to date this man who creates skits for the internet for a living. One of those bad ideas. This poem is called Clown. When the class comedian takes my phone to put his number in it, the unhealed preteen in me smiles at his half-assed effort. He must know I got a cabinet full of snacks and a jar full of weed. He must know I learned from generations of women how to put the needs of men over my own. You would think I know better than to walk into the justice court. After all, the fat girl be ripe fruit for the cute wounded boy who can pull a smile out of your teeth. I give the way a fat girl should. I crack open easy and the nectar seeps into his palms. He pretends to like me for me, but I know that he is drawn to sticky women with lips like sap. It does not take long for him to miscalculate a lie. Messy men always leave a clue behind. I remind him of all the ways he got me fucked up. I remind myself, ain't no glory in being the butt of his jokes. I could miss them, I could grieve, but I didn't have to go back. And so this poem is called The Subtle Art of Missing a Fuckboy. The Subtle Art, that poem, I think there are poems you write and poems that write you. And The Subtle Art was a poem that wrote me because in the midst of grief, in the midst of trauma, there are so many truths happening at the same damn time. There's this truth of you are obviously not good for me and you need to be way, way over there. This isn't working. So, we obviously don't need to be together. But then there's this truth hanging out over here that's like, I miss this person. Like, I have spent a lot of my life seeing this person's face, hearing this person's voice, texting them when I'm on my way home. So it's like you are reorienting your body language and your muscle memory around what it means to miss somebody. And I wish more people understood, like, just because somebody is taking space from you doesn't mean that they don't miss you. And I knew that it wasn't going to be safe to be vulnerable at that time with this person. But of course, the page is my safe space, the place where I can be honest. And I could say there, I miss this person,
but I know good and damn well I bet not never go back.
One of the toughest lessons for me to learn along the way was how to miss somebody who was bad for me without continuing to place myself in harm's way. And one of the first quotes I encountered along my journey was this quote by the brilliant poet Nayyirah Waheed. She writes, "Someone can be madly in love with you and still not be ready. They can love you in a way that you have never been loved and still not join you on the bridge. And whatever their reasons, you must leave because you never ever have to convince someone to do the work to be ready. You never ever have to convince someone to meet you on the bridge. There is more love, more extraordinary love than you have ever seen in this wide and wild universe, and there is a love that will be ready." And I was spending so much energy trying to convince people to like me, to want what I wanted. And I was exhausting myself on men who were just plain old mean. And so I wrote this poem as a sort of manual. It is called The Subtle Art of Missing a Fuckboy. You do not miss him. You miss his brand of high. This is withdrawal, nothing more. Have a seat. Take a deep breath. Drink a glass of water, eat an edible. Whatever you do, do not call him. You know how this ends. You know he will not answer. Leave him be. He has already left you. Make room for both grief and gratitude. Give yourself permission to miss the smell of smoke mixed with his skin. Grieve the loss of a house you grew up in. Look at the pictures. Play the song you danced to on his birthday, but for God's sake, do not beg for his bullshit. Do not spend the winter waiting on the bridge. Spend it by a fire in the warmth of your own love. Spend it with men who know a good thing when they see it. Those who read all parts of the paragraph text messages you sent. Those who aren't afraid of light or truth. I mean, haven't you given enough to the godless? Ain't it time to collect your things? Ain't it time to realize you can't love nobody into loving you? Keep everything you wanted to give him for yourself. Be the lover he wasn't brave enough to be. Love your way through this. Sobriety, it is a process.
You do wish her the best. It's without you, so how about you confess the extent to which you lost her trust? Dared her to leave, she called your bluff. Shared houses, now empty stuff. Love indoors, but not so much. And sure, you may be a fuckboy, grew up of terror, over by Lovejoy. That don't mean that things can't change and you can't bring yourself to eventually unload the weight you've been carrying. It's embarrassing, insecurity, masters arrogance. You don't need a relationship, nigga. What you need is a therapist. You own worst enemy. Saddled with false straps of masculinity, socialized to believe that right there is a remedy. We have all seen those guys. They will never be satisfied. Swear they bold, but it's cap. They are actually italicized, and nobody wants to be this nigga. Telling lie after lie, ditch digger, leaving a girl at home, crying with that Kerry Washington lip quiver. We better than that. Let's believe that's something I know. Best believe you and me can grow. Best believe this ain't the end of our show. We can set up at a stage for our legacy. You gotta let her be until you ready to be. Let her go until you ready to be. I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. Set up at a stage for our legacy. Let her be until you ready to be. I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. Talking to you, I'm talking to me. Oh.
You and me could move a mountain. You and me could calm a water. You and me gonna make it rain now. You and me could stop this love trial.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to the premiere of Smoke the Live Experience. So, Smoke, let me talk a little bit about the show now. I thought we'd be premiering the entire thing. It runs about an hour and 15 minutes, but it turns out it takes a much longer time to edit video than I thought, which was one of those things that we learned along the way trying to produce during COVID. And so we have the first 4 episodes done. You all got to see them first, and they will start going out on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook as of early next week or late this week. So thank you so much for being part of the first people to see it. I wish we had a red carpet and an after reception, but y'all will have to have your own reception at home. I'm going to have mine. I'm going to eat me some crab legs. That's a story for another day. But ultimately, there will be about 8 to 12 episodes of this, and we'll continue to release it. So if you don't follow Ashlee Haze, please follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube, and let me know what you thought, whether you want to put it in the chat here or if you want to send me a message, send me an email. It's important to me that when I put out content and material that my audience digs it. But I'm so grateful for you all being here. Selma, I see you. Thank you, Simone. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, April. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Cousin Kim. I think Miss Pam is in the building. Everybody who bought a ticket and shared the link, thank you so much. I could not put on a show like this without you all. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. I'm going to check them now to see. Thank you so much. These are beautifully written and presented. Thank you. I'm so happy to have my band. And y'all, my creative director, Ian A. Lewis, has not slept in probably a month. So I'm so glad that he gets to sleep now and I get to sleep now. And I'm so glad that we get to share this with you all. Like I said, we want more. See you soon. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just filled with gratitude that this is now out in the world and it has a place and that we were able to pull this off. Thank you to Fulton County Arts. Thank you to the City of Atlanta Mayor's Office of Cultural Affairs. Thank you to the National Black Arts Festival. Thank you to my team, my crew, my video crew, sound crew, to the band, to the performers, to Adan Bean, and most importantly, to every person who has read Smoke, who has shared a video on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, who's seen the poems. There are more poems coming, y'all. Missy poems coming, him is coming. And so just make sure you follow my Instagram to watch all of the episodes of the experience. I hope you all have a wonderful new year. I hope you all have a better 2021 than we had a 2020. Thank you, April. Thank you so much, Salma. Thank you, Miss Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. So you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Pop your champagne. Watch the countdown on TV, or if you old like me, just good old plain old go to bed. Remember to hydrate, moisturize, mind your business, and wash your damn hands. My name is Ashlee Haze, and we will see you at the next one.